Hi everyone, my name is BEYER-CLAUSEN. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Timeshifter, a jet lag app that can help you adapt to a new time zone quickly. I'm here today to talk about the jet lag science, how to time shift to eliminate jet lag, and about the opportunity Timeshifter represents to the travel industry. Oh, that was my first line. Last year, about 500 million people traveled on long-haul flights. When asked, 93% of them said they struggle with jet lag. At the same time, we know that jet lag has wide-ranging consequences and can be costly. Jet lag is not just about feeling off for a couple of days. At the same time, we've been doing it all wrong. We relied on advice from non-experts, and we have trusted false product claims. Unfortunately, no existing solution can help you tackle the underlying cause of jet lag. It might even be counterproductive, making jet lag worse. So we find the problem and the solution in our brains. In the hypothalamus part of our brain, we have a circadian clock. And when we move to a new time zone, we're disrupting this clock. What we want to do is we want to reset it as quickly as we can to the new time zone. What's surprising to many is that light is the key time cue for the circadian clock. So if you see light at the right time, the right light at the right time, you can shift the clock very quickly to a new time zone. But if you see the wrong light at the wrong time, you can make jet lag much worse. In addition to timed light exposure, the right type and dose of melatonin at the right time can also help you accelerate more the adaptation. For more than 10 years, sleep and circadian neuroscientist, Harvard professor, and Timeshifter co-founder Dr. Stephen Lockley has helped Harvard apply this science. For the past 5 years, he's also helped Formula 1 drivers and other elite athletes. So last year in June, we launched the Timeshifter jet lag app, so that all travelers could access the same jet lag plans as NASA and Formula 1. With Timeshifter, you can adjust to a new time zone 3 to 4 times as fast as normal. So not a little incremental change, this is a big change. How does it work? You put in your sleep pattern, your chronotype, and your itinerary into the app, and out comes a highly personalized jet lag plan with specific actions to take at specific times. When to see light, when to avoid light, when to take melatonin if you opted in on that, that's an option, and when to go to sleep. We have many innovative patent pending features. Part of the platform, mentioned 2, practicality filter, making it easy to apply this in the real world, and also a quick turnaround functionality for quick business trips. So since our launch, thousands of users and experts have validated the effectiveness of Timeshifter. May I highlight 4.8 out of 5 stars in the App Store. So how do we get it out there? Well, obviously you can go to the App Store, you can go to Google Play, and you can pay $10 per jet lag plan or $25 a year for unlimited jet lag plans. But to get in the hands of millions of travelers, we're working with channel partners, and we're selling directly to business customers to get it out when they have many traveling employees. Some of our channel partners are using Timeshifter to generate ancillary revenue. Others are swallowing the cost and embedding it more intimately into their experience or their offering. Here are a couple of examples. Montblanc, they were looking for the killer watch app for their new smartwatch for business travelers. Now Timeshifter is installed on their new Summit 2 watch. Under Armour are always looking for tools they can recommend to their elite athletes. With jet lag can be the difference between winning and losing, it's now one of those tools. Six Senses Resorts know that a great mattress and a pillow is not enough, and so now they're offering a complimentary jet lag plan to everyone booking a stay with them worldwide. There are many other great partnerships in pipeline, a few that's going to come out very soon, big ones. And going forward, we have a great team, sleep and circadian neuroscientists, doctors, astronauts, an airline executive, award-winning UX designers, and a serial entrepreneur with many exits behind. We think the timing is optimal. We are experiencing incoming inquiries versus outbound targeting. 15 airlines we're talking with right now. And we have gotten the funding we need so far, which is $1.5 million, and we're looking for a fresh new seed round right now with up to $3 million. Thank you.
I'll take the picture. Dragons, what do we think?
You can grab a seat here, Mickey.
Thank you.
So I obviously see the value for an elite athlete, astronaut, etc., and I think we'd all aspire to be there, but we're probably not there.
Right.
How many people of those, long haul passengers, how many do you think this will really resonate with?
You know, you saw the number 93 are struggling with jet lag. What's interesting and surprising to me in some ways is that we're seeing both very young people, and we're also seeing the person that travel once a month to Shanghai that have struggled with jet lag for 20, 30 years, and we have both as users. I think that, you know, many are, it's very subjective thing. You know, how do you deal with jet lag? You've traveled a lot, so you have certain routines that you feel will make it easier. The first time you try Timeshifter, you'll really see a difference, and that will get you hooked. And so that's what I keep on saying, you know, try it one time on a trip where you've struggled in the past, and you'll get it. Because staying hydrated just isn't enough. You gotta, the lighting is the key.
Yeah, this sounds great. I struggle with jet lag all the time. But my question is this, so have you been around long enough to understand renewal rates or churn? Because if I use you a few times, can I learn enough about kind of how it all works that I buy it one time and you know, for a year, buy a year membership, and then I kind of got it, what I need to do?
We don't have enough experience to really understand the numbers. What we can see now is we're moving more and more people into having using 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5. We have some that we have more than a couple of hundred that have used it more than 10 times. So we're seeing it move into the area we'd like to see, and we have a version 2 coming up that is going to make it even easier to use as a frequent traveler. So it'll just, you can send an email with itinerary and it'll parse it and put it in. There are all these different ways that we can make it more, and with partners we can integrate and say, hey, here's a flight coming up where jet lag could be a problem. Do you want us to help you create a jet lag plan? Yeah. So there are lots of ways that we can work on reminding people that the tool is available when there's a relevant event. And I think that's the key. Personally, when we started Timeshifter and I was playing around with the development version of it, and I was in Spain coming back to the US, we had a bug. It was before it was launched, and I just got really annoyed, not because of the bug that would be solved yesterday, but because I tried what it is to fly with Timeshifter. The astronauts have used it for 14 years now, and are still using it today. Lewis Hamilton, Nico Rosberg, those guys, it really works, and it's just trying it once.
I see that like business and corporate travel makes a lot of sense here.
Yes.
And I'd be curious, because of the varying types of partnerships that you have right now, where the central focus is, because I can imagine that the integrations with, say, a TMC or airline would be vastly different in terms of the incentive programs to bring it to their customers.
Right.
So can you walk us through where the focus is? Because it seems like it's kind of across all of it.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. I think business travelers, frequent travelers is our focus primarily. We're not going to say no to our large opportunity. You know, the Six Sense is a great partner, for example, in the vacation space. You know, one of the new partnerships that we're going to announce is a very large corporate business travel agency, and it's perfect. That's where I want to be. But in terms of airlines, it's something that gets us on the map, and that's important too.
Great. Thank you very much.